do you think the Chinese Communist Party could, if they wanted to, control those 4 miners?
No.
What's going on, guys? Kevin Cage here with another XRP update. Let's dive right into some information. So Anthony Pompliano back in 2017, just as a little fun topic shared by Martin Volk. Listen to this tweet. So this is August 31st, 2017, and I'm really curious what changed in terms of his views of XRP. If you think Bitcoin went on a tear once CNBC and institutional investors learned about it, just wait till they discover Ripple XRP. He was even so kind to call it XRP. Color me impressed. Also, what changed since 2017? We have Panos right here. What happened is he got paid to stop talking positively about XRP and spread FUD, fear, uncertainty, and doubt. Now, again, we don't know if he was paid. It's all love. I have nothing against Pompliano. I just wanted to share this as well. But check this out. This is actually happening since 2013. Bitcoin maxis feel threatened. So bitcointalk.org, and I even, it's available right here. And I did retweet it, the picture and the website below. And be sure to follow Panos Mech right here. And check this out. This is on a Bitcoin forum back in 2013 of May. I was offered $550 to say that Ripple is a scam. Wow, and it's been read about 9,000 times. Ripple is a get-rich-quick scheme for its creators, a private for-profit company. It is not open source, yes it is. It is centralized, akin to PayPal rather than Bitcoin. For more info, visit ripplescam.org. And I'm not clicking that link, but you guys can go check it out if you'd like. Next up, guys, I also wanted to goof around today, get a laugh, because some say it's been a long week, I say it's been a long life, especially in the cryptocurrency market, so just want to goof around today. I know it's unlike my normal serious stuff, but hopefully you guys enjoy, so be sure to like the video. But anyways, I wanted to share a new word that has been added to my vocabulary. Thank you to Michael Arrington. So Brad is being overly kind in his analysis of that twatsicle, referring to Jay Clayton, joining the chorus of voices saying there is and has been a lack of regulatory clarity for crypto. Ironic that Jay Clayton goes on to say that after he's no longer the SEC chair, and he goes on to say that it stifles innovation here in the United States, and Brad Garlinghouse agrees. Definitely ironic, but better late than never. Amen to that. And also Kieran Kelly going, I'm just happy that Arrington hasn't left us for the stunning Paris Hilton. And he goes on to say, are you kidding? I want to bring her to XRP, and we would welcome her in this community with open arms. Next up, back to some Ripple and XRP news. So shared by XRP Marshall, be sure to give this gentleman a follow. We can see that the largest private bank in Sri Lanka is a Ripple customer. Check this out. A 2020 annual report of this commercial bank of Ceylon PLC. And this is page 57. You can open this up and it's all linked right here. We can actually go to page 57 or control find for Ripple. You can see right here, the bank also upgraded the blockchain-based remittance channel, which the bank launched in partnership with RippleNet and expanded this service to South Korea and Middle East through further RippleNet partnerships. Absolutely beautiful. And then he goes on to even share right here another great article for extra information. So check this out. Commercial Bank is one of the most active players in Sri Lanka in the field of remittances. Seems like the perfect partner, offering customers a range of options including e-exchange, electronic exchange, which is the bank's own sophisticated real-time online money transfer service, and other popular remittance facilities such as MoneyGram, Ria, and that's another RippleNet partner, and Express Money. So no surprise by any means. Ripple's technology will bring the innovation to fundamentals of international remittances, since the bank will apply this service in Sri Lanka. We can see a network of 263 branches, 782 ATMs, and more. Next up, for all Algorand fans, guys, as you know, I'm a big Algo holder and fan, so check this out, Algorand Foundation. Welcome to Algorand Community Flare Networks. Excited to see the next steps in smart contract interoperability and then the actual release by Flare Networks. Integration with Algorand is one governance proposal that we think pretty much the entire Flare community would support. Unleashing value, unlocking value, absolutely. And then even right here, borderless capital. We welcome Flare Networks to our portfolio. We are looking forward to supporting the integration of Flare Networks EVM smart contract interoperability into Algorand's borderless economy. Absolutely beautiful. Also wanted to quickly cover this, guys. The federal officials recover Bitcoin ransom from Colonial Pipeline attack. So Colonial paid $4.4 million in BTC after its systems fell victim to a ransomware attack last month. Question is, how were they able to access this BTC? Did they already previously have the private keys? Definitely leads one to wonder. I believe that they've been saying now in a press release that they somehow access the server to access the private keys, but pretty coincidental if you ask me. Next up, guys, shared by Wrath of Kahneman, one of the best researchers in the XRP community and a must follow on Twitter. Check this out. So speaking of El Salvador and discussing essentially proposing Bitcoin to become legal tender of the country El Salvador and the 10 million users, that would be amazing. But check this out, and some obvious connections that we already knew and have discussed before, at least mentioning Banco Hipotecario of El Salvador lists a new system for international payments using Ripple's network in its 2020 annual report. Now, I remember going over this bank specifically in the past, just like many people in the XRP community, but check this out. So we have this annual report released this month, and great research thanks to Wrath. They most likely connect to Neum via Ripple. Neum, we cover them all the time. I don't know why people get so mad every time we share any type of update with them, because they're a big RippleNet partner. And I know some of the announcements are kind of silly, and they don't always have to do with Ripple, but overall just B2B expansion. I know that they announced their green debit card and just focusing on CO2 emissions, kind of aligning with those goals. And I think that's very similar to the company Ripple as well. And check this out. We can actually see the report, control find on page 43 if you are curious. A new system was created to make international transfers through the Ripple payment network, which is widely used by financial institutions around the world. Additionally, new transfer processes were created and communicated to interested users. Now, the biggest thing is this, guys, because I know there's going to be silly YouTube comments as always, is, yeah, they're using Ripple, but why doesn't XRP move? It's because XRP is not used in mass production yet. We've only done about $2 billion, $2.4 billion plus in notional value that has been used by financial institutions, and we are fighting the court right now, or the SEC more specifically, in court. So we are rooting for regulatory clarity. Until then, yes, ODL has completely kind of slowed down a bit. Overall, just clients around the world are being a little bit more cautious. The United States government, again, is the only country in the world that has viewed or even claimed that XRP could be a security. Every other country, United Kingdom, Singapore, Switzerland, Japan, have all declared XRP to not be a security. Japan's FSA, the United Kingdom's Financial Conduct Authority, etc. So overall, I'm comfortable, I'm confident, but yes, it will require waiting. And stick around, because at the end of this video, I want to share a few quotes that I think will really paint some perspective and help anybody that is having issues in terms of patience. There's been so many times where even last year, with XRP, for example, when we were at 11 cents or 15 cents, and you know, if you bought and you're down, even other assets, frankly, you're down 80%. Say you put in, I mean, man, whether it's $10,000 or $100,000, that was dollar cost averaged through the past 3, 4, 5 years, however long you've been here. People sat and watched their portfolios down and dwindle to nothing, 70% down. Some of my best friends in this space, even other influencers and content creators that you guys watch, I talk to them and they'll literally be like, yeah, I put way too much money in 2018 and I wrote it down and watched it go. Literally, my portfolio down 60%, 80%. Your portfolio down 80%. Imagine dollar cost averaging $100,000, watching it go down to almost nothing. Imagine seeing it down to $20,000 or $30,000, and you just kept putting money in each month, each week, however you had to do. And then now you're here, still sitting 400% up. Very powerful stuff. And again, this is not for the faint of heart by any means. So just wanted to share that we're all in this together. Also, to continue on here, in October, Neum, a RippleNet partner that we discuss almost every other video because they're expanding massively, announced it was working with Banco Hipotecario in international transfers. Now we know both are Ripple partners. So beautiful. And right here's the actual announcement on Finextra.com. Ripple partner Neum has joined with El Salvador's Banco Hipotecario as a cross-border payments partner. So all in all, we're just looking at all of these essentially bridges being created, the payment highways are being connected, and interoperability is key. It's not just going to be XRP, but XRP will be one of the mediums of exchange, just like QNT is a big favorite of mine. One of the contenders I think will be here to stay in the years ahead. And what we have to understand is this. Yes, XRP almost went to $2, and we crashed back down, blah, 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 blah. In the 2018, XRP almost went to $4, then it crashed back down, blah, 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 blah. We are not at mainstream adoption by any means. If you look at how much of this market is still highly speculative, it's well over 90%, 95%, maybe even more, unfortunately. What happens is not all projects will last. So the market is already risky enough, it's already volatile enough for me that the more profits that you make, or I'm just going to speak from my own experience, the more profits I make, the more determined I am in, if I decide to holding them in legitimate established assets with ample liquidity and a fighting chance for success in this market. I'm not going to be, gambling all in. I do wish, actually, just to be transparent, I do wish that part of me gambled a bit more, because I didn't even gamble in this market, frankly. I was just investing in utility and just reading the charts comfortably on the weekly and monthly time frames, which means that it doesn't happen in 4 hours or the next day or the next week. It's macro views, and typically they're almost always right. You can't even look back a month and say, was it invalidated? No, not yet. You just have to wait for that target to be hit, essentially, unless it somehow closed like well below some type of EMA and completely broke the structure. But all in all, these assets, believe it or not, are still in ascending channels, even assets like Kava. So when in doubt, zoom out. I know everybody says it, I know I say it, but it's because it is so damn true. All right? So we'll keep moving here. And also, just a side note, if you guys do not actually subscribe to payments.com and just watch, or kind of at least breeze through and skim through every article that they're releasing, I highly, highly recommend it. Of course, Temenos has integrated RippleNet back in the day with the T24 stack in Blue Zell. And also, friendly reminder, guys, if you had your XRP on a participating exchange during the snapshot in December, or you actually had your XRP in a cold storage wallet or a Ledger Nano, links are in the video description, to store your crypto, you can still claim your Spark, okay? So make sure you're following the proper steps. Let me untweet this and then undo the retweet and then retweet it again so you can find this, and you can follow Flare Finance on Twitter. You can still follow these steps. The deadline is actually June 11th, and all you have to do is you can go to the XRP toolkit and set your message key on your participating XRP wallet address. It's only 6 days away, and you can read this blog, goes in depth and detail. I always see comments on YouTube videos asking, hey, can I claim Spark? Can I do this? Can I do that? Go to Flare Networks' website, flare.xyz. So this is Flare Finance. Go to Flare Networks on Twitter. You can then click their website and go through the blog, and it's literally step by step. Also, really quick, shared by XRP_Crow. This is Status, guys. Beautiful infographics. You can learn more at his website, status.hr. Check this out. Wanted to share a quote. Chris and I had the option to settle separately. We could do that, and it would all be behind us. That's how confident Chris and I are that we are right. We will aggressively fight and prove our case. This was in December 2020. Now, the worst thing that can come out of this whole lawsuit is that we don't get clarity. And guess what? These lawyers are going to keep pushing until we get clarity. We want specific guidelines, yes or no. Is XRP a security today on a going forward basis? If it was early on and there were some uncompliant sales, just like a variety of assets that were sued by the SEC, like EOS, like KIN, like any other asset back in the day, that doesn't matter. They pay their fines and they move on. Is XRP a security on a going forward basis? If not, it is game time. That glass ceiling will finally be broken, and then everybody will call us lucky like usual. Speaking of this, guys, I wanted to highlight Jeremy Hogan, one of the best lawyers in the game, so check this out. The SEC wants to argue the 75 actions lawsuits it brought against crypto companies in the last 5 to 6 years somehow put Ripple on notice that XRP was a security. Very misleading. The Telegram, Kick, Paragon cases all involved initial coin offerings in which sales were made to create the ledger. That is how you get fined. But notice, Ripple, the company, they never held an ICO, an initial coin offering, just like an IPO for a stock, because the XRP ledger was already in existence. Now, I personally believe that there's a method to the madness. I believe that it was strategically done this way to avoid all of this nonsense. And yet, the SEC coincidentally comes after Ripple after XRP is 9 years old, and even you've heard David Schwartz, if you follow me on Instagram and you've seen the clip, he goes, we've been meeting with the SEC on like a weekly basis for the past several years, and now they come at us. It's a very, very interesting time. If you don't understand that this world is run by, I mean, it's just politics, it's greed, it's pettiness. I don't know what to tell you. So overall, I'm confident because if XRP was a dud, it could have been smashed years ago. In my mind, not to sound like a conspiratorial nut job, I believe there are big plans ahead, and that is just my opinion. After doing some research, yes, I hold XRP. No, I've never been paid by anybody to talk about Ripple or XRP. This is not financial advice, just want to kind of give those disclaimers, yada yada. But all right. So, right here, existence when Ripple was formed as the company, so it was already existing before the company was formed, and then, of course, it was kind of gifted, like some XRP, the units were gifted to the company. So, prior lawsuits against companies that held ICOs do not tend to show that Ripple had fair notice that what it was doing was illegal. Ripple is making an important distinction here. I absolutely love that. Also, for all you Doge fans, and of course when it actually goes on and actually interoperates with Flare Networks, we'll have F-Doge. We have Dogecoin has been added to iTrustCapital. I do have a Roth IRA with this platform. Links are in the top of the video description to get your first month free. And if you do an in-kind transfer like I did in the past from, I think it was Bit IRA, I always mix them in Bitcoin IRA up, you can get up to 7 months free and actually have, whether it's a 401k, a Roth IRA, or traditional IRA involved in this. So highly recommend it. And of course, I do have my pinned tweet right here if you want to check this out, and my promo code to get you guys 1 month free. And to finish up this video with a few quotes, check it out. The single most important skill for being a good investor is to be very content with not doing anything for extended periods, and that's perfectly fine. And I love this one. People always want investments to go up like a straight line. That's just not reality. You make 80% of your money in 20% of the time in investing, and you have to be patient. Investing is the most boring, unsexy thing there is, but it's been the most lucrative thing that I've ever done. And right here by Charlie Munger, most people are too fretful, they worry too much. Success means being very patient, but aggressive when it's time. Everybody always feels like they have to be doing a trade or doing something in order to make money, when in reality, sometimes holding or waiting until those emotions pass to make a decision are the smartest things you can do. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. So ever since 2013, yeah, they've been saying Ripple is a scam. And it went from half a penny to almost $4 and did well over a 70,000% increase. And, you know, Bitcoin's been proclaimed dead, what, thousands of times? And I don't think Bitcoin's a scam. Frankly, you could say anything's a scam. I could say that certain aspects of the stock market are very scam-like, and I know people will act like you own equity in a company, blah, 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 but then you understand actually how everything works, and just like in crypto with, you know, token economics, the tokenomics, I could say the same thing about the stock market, about everybody getting funds in forgiveness, and then all of a sudden they're doing more stock buybacks to artificially inflate the company's numbers. The whole world is just a matter of perspective, guys. So just learn to think for yourselves, do what's best for you, and I will do the same. I hope you enjoyed this video. Be sure to like, subscribe, and I will catch you in the next one.